Hello everyone, my name is Xue Hao. My English name is Alex, and now I live in China. I independently invented a new trade method, exchange trade, which will change the operating model of internet platforms and help us find the new growth points for the world economy. In addition, exchange trade can also improve commodity productivity and transaction quality help us delay economic recession and fight economic crises. The creation of exchange trade theory and the production of PPT teaching video are completely by me alone. However, due to my poor English, I did not display the video content directly, and the PPT explanation sound you heard later is done by computer software. There are two problems with my PPT presentation in English. The first problem, the video won't work well by doing this because my English is not good. You might not be able to understand many of my presentation. The second question, doing this will take me a lot of time. Even introducing a issue of extreme trade requires me to spend a lot of time on speaking practice. Doing this caused me to take me more time to complete the video, and you understand the ad screen trade will also be delayed. Given the depending recession right now, I think we are running out of time. I think it will have been a better option to release ad screen trade earlier. So I chose to write the Chinese PPT and speech, then translate them in English with the help of Google Translator, and finally rely on Microsoft's AI voice software to record the English version of Alice Trade explanation video. Because of the theoretical construction of extreme trade, the writing of relay copywriting, the production of PPT, and the recording and editing of videos are all completed by me alone. So if there are some omissions in some tabs, please forgive me. Please don't miss my video because PPT is displayed by AI. And don't choose to close my video because the wrong words and grammar in the video. Because edge screen trade that invent is really important. It will not only help world to delay the economic recession, help many countries fight the economic crisis, but also help the fund hope when your career is not doing well. Now, let's get started with the body content of the X-green trade.
Hello everyone, my name is Xue Hao, and my English name is Alex. I independently invented a method to fight the economic crisis. Alex scoring trade. Please remember the name of this method, because it will be famous all over the world and completely change the world. This video is the 20th in the Alex scoring trade theory series. Limitations and risks of Alex scoring trade. In the last video, I covered the various advantages of the Alex scoring trade, but in the field of economics, no system or method is perfect, and the Alex scoring trade also has its limitations. Today, I will talk about the considerations for implementing Alex scoring trades, including 9 points. 1. Alex scoring trade has very high requirements on the integrity of the organizer. 2. Alex scoring trade has particularly high requirements on information security of internet platforms. 3. Alex scoring trade is effective in small high-frequency transactions, but there are risks in large-value low-frequency transactions. 4. Alex scoring trade can't be used to buyer groups that can fully cooperate. 5. Alex scoring trade works well when the buyer base is stable, but may be risky when it is particularly unstable. 6. The application of Alex scoring trade is good in enterprises with stable management, but the effect is poor in enterprises with chaotic management. 7. When the business environment of the trading location is bad, which directly affects the freedom of trading and scoring, there is a huge risk in Alex scoring trade. 8. When an enterprise chooses to use Alex scoring trade, the enterprise will automatically give up extracting the maximum economic value of a single buyer. 9. Before enterprises try to use Alex scoring trade, they should first use Alex scoring survey on their own products. 1. Alex scoring trade has very high requirements on the integrity of the organizer. The essential of Alex scoring trade is information, and the key to information is authenticity. If the organizer of the Alex scoring trade, whether it is an online platform or an individual merchant, cannot honestly collect, honestly count, honestly publish, and honestly distribute rewards for each user's score, then the Alex scoring trade will not be guaranteed to work. 2. Alex trade has particularly high requirements on information security of internet platforms. I believe that Alex scoring trade can allow many internet platforms to find new growth points, but if internet platforms want to use Alex scoring trade to be successful, in addition to being honest, they must also ensure the security of score information. If the scoring information can be arbitrarily modified by hackers after collection, all participants will suffer, internet platforms may lose credibility, users who should have won the scoring game will lose their due rewards, merchants' product ratings will become confused, consumers can be misled by false product scores. 3. Alex scoring trade is effective in small high-frequency trading. There are risks in large low-frequency transactions. There are three main principles of Alex scoring trade. 1 is to create a prisoner's dilemma among real buyers and by setting rewards to obtain objective scores for the products. The second is to set the scoring rule that the more you pay, the heavier the right to speak, so that the fraud cost of the click farm will increase, and the authenticity and effectiveness of the product score will be increased. Thirdly, through score trust ratings, each user is provided with a more suitable personalized product reference score for themselves. These settings of Alex scoring trade are effective for small high-frequency transactions. If a product is to be sold multiple times, it will leave more after-sales score records, which makes the after-sales score of this product can be trusted. For example, if your downstairs breakfast shop uses an Alex scoring trade, then the ratings are basically credible. Due to the large number of real customers, if the click farm wants to intervene in the score of the breakfast restaurant, it needs to compete with a large number of real customers in the score, which is costly. At the same time, because the profit from selling breakfast is not much, the intervention score cannot obtain more benefits, so the swipe order groups have no incentive to affect the breakfast shop. But what if the item is an antique? People who like to read the news should know that it happened that a scammer used a lot of money to bribe more than 5 famous antique experts to prove that a fake for a few $100s was a real antique. The fakes were then sold with the testimony of several experts, and the crooks ended up making tens of millions of dollars. Alex scoring trade cannot provide high-quality guarantees for high-value and low-transaction frequency goods such as antiques, so please be vigilant in the face of such transactions to avoid being fooled. However, I am not pessimistic about the application of Alex scoring trades to large trades. If it can be based on the Alex scoring trade, with a reasonable legal system, it is completely possible to build a more reliable credit system, which needs to be discussed in the future. 4. Alex scoring trade can't be used to buyer groups that can fully cooperate. In the previous video, I introduced in detail that Alex scoring trade can effectively deal with the click farm, but there is a situation that merchants need to pay attention to when using Alex scoring trade, that is, most or even all buyers are jointly cheating. In general, since the buyers do not know each other, it is easy to obtain objective scores through the prisoner's dilemma, but what if the buyers all know each other? For example, an ice cream merchant is trying to use Alex scoring trades in a small town, trying to determine what price and how he should sell ice cream in that town. However, since the residents of this small town are all relatives, it is easy to unite and cooperate, and because these residents are not influenced by religion, culture, or morality, they can choose to lie. At this time, the residents of the small town have the biggest strategy to pursue profit. By jointly manipulating the score, the merchants can only get a meager profit. In this case, the townspeople will get the cheapest ice cream supply and the merchants will suffer. In general, this situation is rare in actual trading, but it is still something that merchants need to pay attention to when use Alex scoring trades. 5. Alex scoring trade works well when the buyer group is stable, but can be risky when particularly unstable. Alex scoring trades can deal with situations where the buyer base is completely unchanged or when a certain percentage of buyers continue to flow. However, if the vast majority of buyers are constantly changing and sellers have no way to accurately identify buyers, it will be difficult for Alex to guarantee the validity of the data. Imagine such an extreme scenario. You are a businessman in a tourist attraction. You receive customers from different countries every day. Their product preferences are completely different, and you cannot accurately judge and mark the personal information of these customers. At this time, the Alex scoring trade will likely come up with a more chaotic score curve, and when you adjust your business strategy according to this chaotic curve, it will bring you risks. 6. The application of Alex scoring trade is effective in enterprises with stable management. The application is not effective in the use of enterprises with chaotic management. In the previous video, I mentioned that the Alex scoring trade can make enterprises achieve flatter management, provide employees with a more level playing field, and stimulate employees' enthusiasm for work, so as to achieve the purpose of improving enterprise operation efficiency and promoting innovation. However, this approach does not have the same effect on all companies. For enterprises with stable management rights and controllable departments, the scoring results are less likely to be maliciously affected. The real score can effectively reflect the performance of employees. A fairer score can reduce corporate corruption and laziness, improve the company's competitiveness. However, if a company's management is decentralized, the various departments lack unity and cooperation, and infighting is serious, then the Alex scoring trade may not only distort the score due to various disturbances, but also further intensify the contradictions among various departments and bring risks to the operation of the enterprise. 7. The business environment in the place of trade is bad, including but not limited to war, political turmoil, bad public security, deep corruption, etc. When it directly affects the freedom of trading and the freedom of commodity scoring, there will be huge risks in Alex scoring trade. Alex scoring trade can play a huge role in a free market economy, but if the transaction in a market is subject to violent and powerful intervention, then the transaction is obviously not free, and Alex scoring trade cannot play a normal role. If you rashly believe the scores under non-free and unfair trade, it will bring wrong information and uncontrollable risks. 8. When enterprises use Alex scoring trade, enterprises will automatically forego extracting maximum economic value from a single buyer. Actually, I don't think getting enterprises to give up on price discrimination is the downside of Alex scoring trade. In the second video, I expressed my opinion. On the one hand, with the development of the internet, consumers will become more and more powerful. They can use the internet to counteract the price discrimination of merchants and collect information quickly on the internet. They can also find other purchasing channels or use the internet to cooperate with other consumers to buy goods at lower prices. On the other hand, the debt tightening cycle is coming, and consumers will be more sensitive to price discrimination. It is not cost-effective to insist on price discrimination and then spend a lot of energy to compete with consumers on price. The reason why I still talk this is because there are still many enterprises that care too much about short-term interests, and I need to remind them. Alex scoring trade must be based on the same unit price transaction. Enterprises can increase the price of goods, but they must ensure that the same group of consumers participating in the Alex scoring research game have the same unit price. 9. Before enterprises try to use Alex to score trade, they should first use Alex scoring survey on commodities. Finally, I would like to repeat an important suggestion to you again. For companies that are planning to implement Alex scoring trade, it is best to conduct Alex scoring survey first to have a general understanding of their own commodity conditions, and then gradually use Alex scoring trade. The reason for this is that the product needs to be produced in large quantities. If the product is not rated well in the process of using Alex scoring trade, it is easy to further deepen the bad impression of consumers on this product, which will further deteriorate the sales situation. So my suggestion is to conduct Alex scoring survey first, and if the product is good, then gradually implement the Alex scoring business. Again, this advice is very important. To summarize the content of this issue as usual, there are some limitations and risks in the Alex scoring trade, so there are some things to pay attention to, including 9 points. First, the Alex scoring trade has very high requirements on the integrity of the organizer. Second, Alex trade has particularly high requirements on information security of internet platforms. Third, Alex scoring trade is effective in small high-frequency transactions, but there are risks in large-value low-frequency transactions. Fourth, Alex scoring trade can't be used to buyer groups that can fully cooperate. Fifth, Alex scoring trade works well when the buyer base is stable, but can be risky when it is particularly unstable. Sixth, the application of Alex scoring trade is good in enterprises with stable management, but the effect is poor in enterprises with chaotic management. Seventh, when the business environment is bad and directly affects the freedom of trading and scoring, there is a huge risk in Alex scoring trade. Eighth, when an enterprise chooses to use the Alex scoring trade, the enterprise will automatically give up extracting the maximum economic value of a single buyer. Ninth, when companies try to use Alex scoring trade, they should first use Alex scoring survey on their own products. This concludes this video, and the next one will be the last video in the Alex scoring trade theory series, and the one that shouldn't be missed. At the beginning of each video, I will emphasize that Alex scoring trade can fight the economic crisis, so in the next video, I will analyze in detail how Alex scoring trade can combat this global economic crisis. Please be sure to watch it. If you have realized the value of the Alex scoring trade, please forward my video to anyone who needs it, whether they is your relatives, friends, classmates, or strangers. They may be suffering from economic recession at this time, and the Alex scoring trade can help them. See you in the next video.